Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by...
For over 30 years, Vanguard Outdoors has made the gear that turns a regular hunt into another fine day of field. We know that a good shooting stick or a nice pair of binoculars can make or break your day. Our design teams include serious hunters who work hard to bring you the best sporting optics, shooting sticks, tripods, bags, and more. We are Vanguard Outdoors.
Hello everyone, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. We're so glad you joined us this week. I'm Jenny Silik and we've got a brand new show in store for you. Now over the years we've watched Gabe Van Wormer's boys kind of grow up in front of the camera on all of their successful hunts. Now it's time to check out what Gabe's two young daughters are doing out in the woods. We're going to follow along with them for youth deer season and you won't want to miss that story. And Jimmy's got some other excitement in store for us this week.
Well, that's right, Jenny. We do have a few more things on this week's show. After we see that really cool youth deer hunt, we're going to head to West Michigan and do a little jigging for salmon out of the port of Ludington. Then we're going to head over to the town of Grayling and let you see what happened just a week or so back when they unveiled a new Fred Bear statue. Lots of great stories on this week's show. You stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger, and it's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan Out of Doors.
What a beautiful day in the woods.
Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's a love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse, a sportsman's meat processor and Michigan destination since 1988. Offers a variety of homemade smoked meats and Michigan-made products in-store and online. The Country Smokehouse features an outdoor barbecue and bar. Details at countrysmokehouse.com. By Greenmark Equipment. Greenmark Equipment is a John Deere dealership network in southwest Michigan and northern Indiana. Greenmark provides sales and services to farmers, commercial businesses, large property owners, and homeowners. Information about pricing and products available can be found online at greenmarkequipment.com.
By Network Outdoors, connecting members to share experiences, help grow businesses, and to give back to the outdoor community. Learn more at one of 10 monthly meetups or online at networkoutdoors.com.
The youth hunt is an exciting time in the Van Wormer household. The kids enjoy running trail cams, setting up blinds, putting in food plots, and practicing with the guns. They work all summer in preparation for this weekend.
They look like they're in like a triangle.
How close? How big of a triangle?
Like a small triangle?
Well, that's what you want. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I got 3 hits right here, and right here.
Those are your shots?
Yeah.
Nice shooting.
Thank you.
Man, that's really good. That's a good group. I think you can hit a deer.
Yeah.
Even if it's a really small deer, you can hit it.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to shoot a really small deer then, right?
No.
Why?
I want to shoot a big buck.
Really? How big's it got to be?
Like a 6 or a 7.
A 6 or a 7. I like that. Good shooting. All right. Let's see your sisters. This is your sisters. The 41 Great Lakes. You're all shooting good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Good.
Are you excited about next weekend?
Yeah.
It was an early morning and the kids were up at dark 30 to head out to the woods.
Today is the beginning, opening up the youth hunt.
Brooke and I would be looking over the edge of a big cornfield. It would be tight shooting, so we had to be ready. Finley was not far away in a blind near an apple tree where she shot her first deer a few years ago. It wasn't long before they spotted movement coming in from the corn.
You dropped him. You dropped him, Finley. You dropped him. You dropped him. Good job. Good job. You just dropped him right there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was so cool. You dropped him right there. What just happened?
I was getting on him. He was right over there. He was in the weeds, so I had to wait. And then he came right in the opening, and I shot him down right in his tracks.
Nice job, Finley. Good shooting.
Thanks.
You did great. Good job. I'm proud of you. So that buck was here this morning, wasn't he?
Yeah.
We got trail camera pictures of him this morning.
Yeah.
And then, what did I say? I said he'd probably come back. And there he came. Good job, Finley. You did great.
Thanks.
Good job.
Over in the tree stand, we had heard the shot and were excited to hear what had happened.
I just heard my sister shoot.
Do you think Finley just shot?
Yeah.
What did we hear?
A gunshot.
I think it was her.
Yeah.
We'll see if she texts us here quick.
A deer. I think I just heard a deer. It might be like she shoots one a couple minutes after I shoot one.
Oh, yeah.
He's heavy.
Is he? That's what happens when you shoot big bucks. Good job, Finley. How many points does he have?
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, he's a 6 point. You happy?
Yeah?
Yeah? Is that the biggest buck that you've shot?
No.
What?
I think it's the same as one.
Oh, wow. Nice shooting, Finley.
Finn got her buck tagged and checked in with the help of her brother, while Brooke and I were still waiting to see our first deer. It wasn't long before Brooke spotted a buck step out of the thick stuff.
Just get ready.
Oh, there's another one behind it.
What just happened?
I shot a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my first ever bug.
What do you think?
I like it. Now we gotta go check it out and go track it down. Didn't you say you store a canoe because it's over the water?
It is over the water, isn't it?
Yeah. I think he might be like a 4-point.
You think so?
Yeah.
Man,
Boy is big. Is big for me.
I thought it was a doe at first.
Yeah, me too. And then once I look through the scope, I was like, that looks so weird. It looks like it has a point right here and then another point growing all the way over here. I think I did good.
Where were you aiming when you shot? When
I
you used
hit,
the trigger?
in the shoulder.
You think you hit him right in the shoulder?
Yeah, but a little bit off of it.
Is that your favorite gun?
Yeah. I mean, I can't have a favorite yet because I've never used a different type.
You've always used that gun, haven't you?
Yeah.
Good job. Show Brooke. Brooke's got her shirt on backwards. I just noticed that.
My deer in here.
Your deer's in there? Holy cow, look at the size of that one.
Wow.
Nice job, Finley.
Good job.
Nice shooting.
How many does that have? 6. 6.
Look at that. How many points does he have?
2.
Oh, look at it closely. What do you think?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You think so?
4.
Look at that. Look at those little things. Man, those are sharp. Are they going to poke into you?
No.
Look at that. I remember doing this for all of my kids, and my dad used to do it for me. He did my first deer. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
This is what the youth hunt is all about. Sharing memories as a family and starting traditions that will hopefully last a lifetime.
We get it. There are no shortcuts to getting it right. Bell's Two-Hearted IPA.
Well, here in the great state of Michigan, there is a lot to choose from this time of the year, whether you want to do a little hunting or a little fishing. But one thing that happens every year is our salmon stage and run up our different rivers, which gives a lot of people an opportunity to do a little salmon jigging. And that's what we're going to do here in this next story out of the port of Ludington.
Well, we're going to be trying to jig up some salmon here on PM Lake as they're starting the spawning migration coming into the harbor here, and so there's a lot of adult fish coming in. Hopefully we can trigger some up. We're going to use some big 2 and 3 ounce jigging spoons, throw out some bobbers with some spawn, some cured skein to try to entice some fish to bite some spawn also. So we got some extra rods in the water and see what the fish want to do. Hopefully they want to play with us tonight. It's been back and forth. It's been mixed up a little bit. We had a lot of west wind last week, which pushed a bunch of warm water in here and slowed the fishing down quite a bit. But there's been a north wind blowing for a couple days, and it looks like there's some cold water down by bottom now, so I'm hoping that that's going to have the fish a little more active today, because these salmon like to be in water that's around 50 to 55 degrees, and hopefully there's some of that cold water down by bottom. It'd get the fish happy to feed and get them more active.
Once we had all of our lines in the water, I asked Sean what kind of rod and reel setup was needed for jigging salmon.
I think most important thing is having a spinning reel with a, well, actually you can use level line or even counter reels, but good drag is the most important part of it to me. You see a lot of different rods. I like using a medium heavy action 8.5 foot rod for the jigging rod. Salmon have a very cartilage based mouth, and so you really, when you get that bite, you really have to stick them to get the hook set in them good. And then I use lighter than I think a lot of the other lighter line than a lot of the other jiggers do. I use 20-pound braid, 15-pound lead, and the reason I do that is because I can get away with using more 2 and 1.5 ounce jigs and fish effectively and not have to wear out my shoulder as much. She can stay and behaving itself.
Yeah, look at that.
Where's the net?
There she goes.
Not behaving anymore?
Not behaving no more.
Kind of just staying straight up and down, isn't it? Nice of it. Pretty excited. Glad we finally got us hook into one. Hopefully we can bring it home into the cooler here. See how big it is. It's acting like a good fish, though. Definitely acting like a good fish. I think Billy had just switched up his color too. He switched to an orange jig.
No, I went back to that blue and...
Oh, you went back to the green?
Yeah.
After about 15 minutes of fighting this fish, making very little progress, it became apparent that this was one big salmon, and we were all anxious to see just how big.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be over 20. If we get it in the boat. I don't want to count our chickens before it's hatched. Definitely looks like Billy's got a good hook set on her. Stay right here next to me. Stay right there by the back of the, or by the side of the boat. Is he running, or was that drag going out, or was that just laying? Oh, I see him. Get him up here. Get him up here. Ah, almost.
We'll get there, no rush. Here it comes.
This might be the second fish this year that's got me really mad that I didn't get in a big fish derby. Get up here, big girl. Come. Nope, not yet. Wait, as soon as she stops kicking, try to get her up here. There we go. Bring her. There we go. Yeah, that's well over. That's mid-20. That's good fish. You want to open that cooler? That's good fish. Nice fish, Bill. Good job, man. That's your first fish jigging?
First fish jigging,
nice.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Well, we finally put the first fish in the cooler. Good one, definitely over 25. A blue and green P-line jigging spoon that fish took. Yeah, the badger just got in. We were talking about earlier how it seems like sometimes when the boat is coming into dock, just the displacement from her wheels turning, her props turning, kind of fires the fish up, gets them active. A boat right next to us hit a fish, and we hit one not 2 minutes later. This is that the ship was coming in, so.
We fished for a few more hours and never did have another bite. I will say this, if you're going to get one bite, a 28.5 pounder is a good one to get. Special thanks to Sean and Bill for letting me tag along on a beautiful night of salmon fishing here on PM Lake.
Just a week or so back in the town of Grayling, there was a really cool event, and we were able to get a camera there. They unveiled a new Fred Bear statue. He is a Michigan legend for sure, and there was a lot of people there to see all that was going on in the great town of Grayling.
A few weeks back, thousands of people gathered along the banks of the Au River in Grayling. Normally a crowd this large would be for the annual canoe race that this river is known for, but this was a different group that gathered, most of which were wearing camo, and they'd come to see the new memorial statue to Fred Bear, who is the founder of Bear Archery, a longtime Grayling business that is known throughout the bow hunting world.
Well, actually what happened is I was on the internet one day browsing, and a thing came up, a post came up, and it said, I don't know about anybody else, but tomorrow's Fred Bear's birthday, and I'm going to Bear's Den Pizzeria in Grayling to celebrate. A light bulb went off, and I called and I said, do you mind if I join you? And that was the start of it. He and I got together with his wife at Bear's Den, and we came up with it was something needed to be done.
This project really started in the talk 7 years ago, and then it's been 2.5 years since we literally started the fundraiser. And it actually took everybody, the community, people around the country, everyone to get this project completed. The sculptor is Ben Watts, and he came from Columbia, Mississippi. The foundry was in Houston, so he had to get it from Mississippi to Houston and back to Michigan. So the statue's got about 2,500 miles on him already.
I can't think of a better way to do this than what's happening here today, as far as we're having a statue unveiling right here at the park downtown Grayling, so which will stand for years to come, where people can come and see where Fred Bear had his factory for many, many years. And the guy did more. He was the ambassador of bow hunting. He did more for bow hunting, not just in Michigan, but nationwide, to bring it to the point where it is today, where modern day archery and bow hunting is the norm. Lots of it going on, especially here in this key state. So today, like I said, special, we're gonna unveil the statue in honor legendary Fred Bear.
What started out as a cold, windy, rainy day in September was quickly becoming a gorgeous fall day. People kept pouring in to see all the Bear Archery memorabilia. Everywhere you looked, there was quivers, arrows, bows, and other traditional archery gear, most of which bore one of the vintage Bear Archery logos. The displays alone were a testament to the impact Fred Bear had on hunting. From 1947 to 1978, Grayling was the center of the bow hunting world, and Fred was the heart of the company. He made films to promote archery and also appeared on TV shows like The American Outdoorsman and The Tonight Show. Fred was the original hunting celebrity.
As far as I know, this is the third bronze statue of Fred Bear. One in Springfield, Missouri, one in downstate Michigan, and now one in Grayling. But Grayling was really the place it should have been in the first place, because he absolutely loved this town and this state. His ashes are even placed along the Au River. So where the statue is placed in the Grayling City Park, literally he just lived right around the bend from where this statue is. So how fitting was that? And just the fact that there's so many people out there that probably deserve a statue and will never have one. And saying he's got 3 of them, it's like, that tells you everything you need to know. I mean, that pretty much says it all. He just led the way. He showed us how. He done it all. He was involved at all levels. He was the leading bow hunter of the whole century, as far as I'm concerned. Just by the amount of people you see here today, you see the love that Fred Bear had for this community and all he meant to people.
It was standing room only as the statue was unveiled. For hours afterwards, people stood around telling hunting stories, reminiscing about Fred and his exploits, and getting a picture of the new statue. So the next time you're headed north, swing left off the exit and visit Papa Bear. He'll be standing as tall as he was in real life here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Thank you so much for joining us this week for Michigan Out of Doors. Make sure you stick around in the next several weeks because we've got a jam-packed schedule to share with you. We'll check out a couple of bear hunting adventures, some fishing up in the Keweenaw Peninsula, and everything in between. If you'd like to see where we are and what we're up to, online is a great way to do it.
Well, that's right, Jenny. Online is a good way to kind of keep track of us. You can do that through our website or different social media platforms as well as YouTube. So lots of places you can be checking out the show. Make sure you are joining us over the next several weeks. There is a lot happening right now in the out of doors here in our great state, and we're going to try to bring you as many brand new stories as we can. And if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by.
Do you dream of somewhere bigger than your backyard? You can get there with Greenstone. Whether you want to hunt, fish, hike, or just watch the sunset, we're ready to help you own your place in the great outdoors. To learn more, visit greenstonefcs.com.
By G5 Outdoors, makers of the Quest and Prime bows, manufactured and designed in Memphis, Michigan. G5 offers a line of archery bows, broadheads, and accessories on the web at g5outdoors.com.
Mid-Michigan Ponds has been building and maintaining ponds and lakes throughout Michigan for nearly 25 years. We combine biology and heavy equipment to make pondscapes that are sustainable and fishable. More information at midmichiganponds.com.
Change my ways. They told me I could leave soon if I changed my ways. It's been 3 dark days.
Closed captioning brought to you by Double E Ranch Foundation, a nonprofit 501c3 foundation working to make hunting and fishing accessible for those with disabilities.